Hello Internet, my name is Bobo. As you know, I started getting into more Batman media. The Wayne Family series is great and I love it, but I wanted to see what else was out there. What I've learned is that I need to be more dark and serious, otherwise I might lose the audience who wants to see mature toy reviews. There we go, now this is worthy of being watched at 10 PM. Today we're looking at the McFarlaneToys DC Multiverse Knightfall Batman Black and Gray version. While I haven't read Knightfall, it is close to the ideal Batsuit that I picture in my head. But some of you may know the color scheme and general suit design from Batman the Animated Series. While it doesn't have that show's stylization, it is similar to that suit. But I know it from the 2004 cartoon, The Batman, unrelated to the movie of the same name. I really like this show, so I'm glad to have a suit that's similar to that one, even if it's not perfect. The figure itself is one of McFarlane's attempts at making a definitive Batman mold. Before that, most fans considered Hush to be the definitive mold, but this one blows that figure out of the water. Gone are the weird proportions of Hush, and instead we get an almost perfect looking Batman. I say almost since the legs may be a bit long, but it's honestly not that bad compared to how bad Hush's proportions were. The only reason to get Hush now is for that specific suit. I don't know if it has a name, so for simplicity, I'll call it what most of us know it from: Lego Batman 1. If you really want a figure with the Lego Batman 1 suit, McFarlane released a Dick Grayson Batman, which is basically that suit but using the Knightfall body. So you can either use that figure as a Bruce stand-in, or hope that McFarlane puts out a Bruce Wayne version of the figure before the line dies. Or you could head swap that figures for this one because it's excellent. McFarlane has always been hit or miss with heads, but this one is a big hit. It feels like it got pulled right out of comics I haven't read. At least in person. When looking at photos, it does look like Bruce Wayne accidentally walked into a coffee table at 2 AM, but aside from it looking weird at certain angles, I think it's an excellent head sculpt. The rest of the body is just as good. It's not going into overly muscular like early 2000s Power Rangers or wide like The Dark Knight Returns. It's exactly how I picture an average Batman with no major gimmicks or stylization would look. Just a nice black and gray Batman. The paint on this guy is almost non-existent. It's mostly black and gray plastic, but the little that is here is used really effectively. The Bat logo is really nicely painted, at least on mine, and pops really well. Now for accessories, he has quite a few. He has 2 fists and 2 grabby hands so he can hold this really tiny Batarang. In a previous video, I said Cassandra Cain's Batarang was a bit weird because it was big and foam-like, but this seems like it has the exact opposite problem. It's just really tiny and I'm surprised I haven't lost it yet. In throwing poses, it can look good, it's just due to the size it can look a bit silly. Though I do like it more in general compared to the other one. He also comes with a card and a stand, but I'm not a big fan of the cards and how you have to rip them off the back of the box, and the stand is just alright. Now for articulation, it's actually really good. The head is on a ball joint so it can rotate, some up, down, and some tilt. Arm can rotate, move out all the way. It has a joint on the side so you can actually shift it around a bit, double jointed elbows, rotation at the arm, hand can rotate, move up, and down, and you can rotate the joint to get some side to side. The torso is on a ball joint so you can get a lot of movement back, but only a little forward. There's a lot of side to side. Waist can obviously rotate. The legs can kick forward pretty good. A little bit of back, and really good out. Double jointed legs. Feet can move forward and back really well, ankle tilt, and a toe joint. This is pretty standard for McFarlane, but this works a lot better than some other figures I've handled. I've said it before, but McFarlane feels like they want to be Mafex but bigger, and this is the closest a figure has gotten to feeling like one. It's mostly a lack of forward movement at the torso that really holds it back, but you can still get a lot of great poses like standing dramatically, running towards the camera, or if you have the standard blue and gray suit, you can recreate the punch from the Batman the Brave and the Bold intro. For some size comparisons, here's the gold label Cassandra Cain Batgirl. I don't speak of the other one. For some more standard figures, here's a Power Rangers Lightning Collection SPD Red, Black Series Ahsoka, Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Cyclops, and how about an Overwatch Ultimates Tracer? Yeah, this figure's pretty big, but next to Kaz, I think he is a bit too short, but it still works. Though it might be a bit unfair to say that this figure is short when I think it's more Kaz is just a bit too tall, but it's not too bad. I don't have many DC Multiverse figures, so I can't go into depth how well this scales with figures from that line, but I also don't want to get dragged too far into this line right before it dies. It's not my favorite toy line, and I don't need the whole Justice League in this scale. That's what minifigures are for. So yeah, the figure's pretty great. It's a really good basic Batman if you don't have one. This figure is pretty old now, so I wish you luck if you want one for yourself. But if you randomly see it on a shelf and want a Batman, this is definitely a good option for you to consider. Especially if you're a fan of Batman the Animated Series, or the Batman the cartoon, not the movie. Oh, I love making videos inconsistently. I sure hope nothing bad happens during the long break I took that makes a lot of what I say outdated. Oh no! So, hi. This video was written a while back and I never finished it, and now that I started working on it again, of course McFarlane is losing the license and it's going back to Mattel. But that's a subject for another day. I just wanted to say that I did go back and update the script, but I could have missed something, so if something sounds a bit off, that's why, and I'm sorry. This video was also made using a new camera, so let me know what you think. If you have any feedback or suggestions, please let me know. Thanks for watching.